Hello and welcome back to another video where I will be covering Tactical Assault VR's new DLC. I hope you enjoy some of the gameplay footage while I cover some real-world facts about cartels and the complexities of modern Mexico. If you like Tactical Assault VR, but you're not sure if you want to buy the DLC, subscribe to this channel because I'll be going through an in-depth review of the DLC in the next couple of days. Before we continue with this video, I just want to preface everything with the fact that I can't speak Spanish. There's a few names and places that are Spanish that I really can't pronounce. So I'm sorry to any Spanish native speakers or anyone who knows how to pronounce these names properly. I don't have the linguistic ability to be able to pronounce these names correctly. In the new SWAT expansion for Tactical Assault VR, we're thrown into Mexico to take on the cartel called Los Cuernos Rojos, or the Red Skulls. On the surface, it's just another set of missions, but dig a little deeper and you'll see this fictional cartel is actually pulling from real stories, real tactics, and real corruption happening in Mexico right now. In this video, we're breaking down who the Red Skulls really are, how they compare to real cartels like Sinaloa and CJNG being the new generation cartel, and how their operations mirror the way cartels infiltrate police, politics, and even the military. By the end, you'll see why Tactical Assault VR's cartel expansion feels a little too close to reality. Los Cuernos Rojos are a fictional cartel controlling routes in Mexico. In the DLC, you hit their strongholds. Gas stations doubling as fuel theft hubs, ranches turned into workshops, and apartment blocks hiding finance cells. What makes them interesting is that they aren't designed as faceless bad guys. They're structured the same way cartels operate. A council of plaza bosses running territories, sicarios for enforcement, halcones as lookouts, and even drone and IED specialists. Something that is very real in Mexico today. The devs built them as a mashup with the shock tactics of CJNG mixed with the flexible, federated structure of Sinaloa. Cartels in Mexico aren't just gangs. They're organized networks with military-grade weapons, armored vehicles, and billions in revenue. They control plazas or territories, like franchises charging fees for drug shipments, fuel theft, extortion, and even illegal mining. Groups like CJNG are infamous for convoys of narco tanks and drone bombings, while Sinaloa maintains a more decentralized network that survives arrests and infighting. Both of them have media wings, propaganda videos, and their own internal justice systems. This is exactly the model Los Cuernos Rojos borrow from, using flashy skull iconography and very similar tactics to the real-world counterparts. Now, here's where it gets darker. Cartels don't just fight the state, they infiltrate it. At the federal level, Mexico's own former public security secretary was convicted in the US for working with the Sinaloa cartel. Municipal police forces are often found on dual payrolls, with whole departments effectively working for cartels. In elections, candidates are routinely threatened, bribed, or assassinated, making local politics a battlefield. The DLC hints at this too. Sometimes you're told the government has authorized you to hit this target, but think about that. Why this target and why not others? That's exactly how it works in real life. Rival cartels often use corrupted officials to greenlight operations against their competitors, while protecting their allies. To operators on the ground, it looks legitimate. Behind the curtain, it's cartel versus cartel by proxy. This is why the new expansion feels grounded. It's not just another shootout simulator, it's a reflection of how modern cartels actually operate. The surrender mechanics, the rules of engagement, the civilian risks, they're all pulled from real counter-cartel operations. And the scary part? In real life, these fights don't end when the mission's over. The corruption, the political violence, and the cartel's state alliances mean that victory is never clean. Sometimes taking down one cartel just strengthens another one. So when you go up against Los Cuernos Rojos in Tactical Assault VR, remember, you're not just playing a game mission, you're stepping into a scenario that echoes real battles fought every day in Mexico, with real lives, real corruption, and real consequences. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more Tactical Assault VR deep dives, and let me know in the comments. Do you want me to create more realistic backstories to factions in VR games? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.